constantly about the so-called consensus that there's human-made global warming.
Just by menacing us with massively increased energy taxes, we've already started what appears to be, we are in the 4th year of, a cooling. You've heard about this, haven't you?
Global warming, which frankly I'm actually in favor of. I think the globe is too damn cold as it is.
So if you want to stop global warming hysteria, if you want to stop the American economy from being enslaved by the left.
But most importantly, what we do not want to do is have a carbon tax that flattens our economy, or a carbon cartel that flattens our economy and picks winners and losers.
I believe climate change is real. I think it's devastating. I think we have to act. And I agree with most experts that we may at some point reach a tipping point where we cannot save our climate. I don't think we're there yet. But the overwhelming evidence is that greenhouse gases are contributing to warming of our Earth. And we have an obligation to take action to fix it.
I think we ought to have some cap and trade. It worked with acid rain. I think it could work with CO2 emissions. I think we ought to be out there talking about ways to reduce energy consumption and waste. And we ought to declare that we will be oil-free of energy consumption in this country within a decade.
We've been talking for decades now about our dependence on foreign oil, our dependence on fossil fuels, the lack of an energy policy, and we haven't done anything about it. And the consequences are dire. We know that global warming is real, that if we don't do anything about global climate change, that we could see catastrophic results. Everything from increased hurricanes to rising sea levels to famine, changing weather patterns, increased drought, wildfires.
Suppose that I'm wrong and there's no such thing as climate change and we adopt green technologies, then we've just left our kids a better world. Suppose I am right and we do nothing. Then what kind of a planet have we handed to our children? I've been involved in this effort for many years, and we've got to act, and unfortunately, we have not acted either as the federal government or the Congress.
And clean energy is key, not just to stop our addiction to foreign oil, but to stop something every bit as dangerous, global warming. Because part of becoming more secure is securing a future for our children and our children's children. And that means being responsible stewards of the only planet we've got.
We're going to have to charge for pollution and create a market for pollution abatement and create green technologies that can, over the long term, generate jobs and entrepreneurial opportunities.
We need to have higher gas mileage, and I have advocated 40 miles per gallon by 2020, and I believe that's achievable. But we're going to have to help Detroit do it. I don't want to sacrifice jobs. I don't want the American auto industry to go out of business, so I'm willing to give significant help as they make this transition.